Well, this is probably something you don't spend too much time thinking about, maybe if you're at the supermarket, but barcodes have become a vital part of our lives, and today marks 50 years since the first one was ever scanned. We are joined in the studio by Maria Palazzolo, CEO with barcode standards body GS1 Australia. Maria, thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
And happy anniversary, 50
Thank you.
years.
Yes.
Barcodes, did they start off, did people think it was going to become this thing that's just across all industry now?
No, not for 1 minute did anybody envisage that this is the growth that it was going to have. In fact, when it was first designed, it was meant to help productivity at point of sale. So it was really just about getting products through the checkout faster. No one ever envisaged that one day, you know, every warehouse, every distribution centre, every hospital, every pharmacy, you know, everyone and everywhere that you look around, you see barcodes being used for a very important purpose of identifying things and making sure we've got the right information.
What bright spark came up with the idea 50 years ago?
Well, there was actually two. So we have the guy that's known for rubbing his hands through the sand on a Miami beach and noticing the lines were of different widths, and that sparked some kind of curiosity to try and invent something. And it was based on Morse code, of course, because he was a student. And he was doing a project on Morse code, and the two things came together. So he certainly has been documented as being the inventor of the code originally. But actually, the guy that invented the code that we are familiar with today, which is the one that you see on the supermarket products, is a guy called George Laura, the third actually, from the US. So he worked with IBM, and he was an engineer with IBM, and he was actually the person responsible for the barcodes that we see today on products.
So what was the first product that used a barcode and was scanned, and why?
Yes, okay, that's a very important point in time in history, and the why is also very, very important. So the product that was picked to be the one symbol for the first product scanned was the Wrigley's Juicy Fruit Chewing Gum, which was rather odd. Yes, it sounds odd, but there was actually a reason for it. It was a very small product, and when they were working on the criteria for the size of the barcodes and were they going to fit on all products, one of the things that was a problem was very small products, and we have lots of very small products in the supermarket. So they wanted to demonstrate that it was possible to actually put a barcode on a very small product. So they picked the Wrigley's chewing gum packet, and that then became the very first product on the 26th of June at 8:01.
Oh right. Okay.
1974, that was actually scanned in a supermarket in Troy, Ohio, of all places, and that's history.
Where do barcodes stand looking forward? We know QR codes are increasingly popular. Are they increasingly, I guess, cutting the barcode's lunch here?
No, they're going to live in a very friendly environment together for a very long time.
Oh, that's nice.
They're actually going to live side by side.
Okay.
You're going to progressively see the linear barcode that we're all familiar with, right next to a QR code or a 2D barcode, as it's better known, and they're going to coexist on products for a long time whilst all the retailers get their act together and start to ensure that all of the scanners that they have at point of sale can actually scan the 2D barcodes.
But then barcodes will be phased out?
Eventually, we see that that's where it's leading to, because we would like to see that there's only one product per product ever. You really don't want to see a whole bunch of different types of barcodes, which, by the way, you see today if you go into into a retail store where they sell electrical goods. Just pick up one of those packets. There's about 5 or 6 different barcodes on there. It's very confusing.
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, and it's very confusing to know which one to scan as well. So the most important thing about the QR codes, however, to remember is it's going to be able to do a lot more than what the barcode does today. So a consumer will be able to scan it with their mobile phone, and they're going to be able to get all sorts of information about that product, like its ingredients, its traceability information, how to recycle the product, all sorts of information and data about that product is going to live within that 2D barcode, which is a whole lot more information than we have today.
Maria, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Very
fascinating.
Thank you so much. Thank you.